Looks like that pep talk between Jada and Keisha was just what the doctor ordered. Papa was digging Dom's food, and thank God Almighty, there was no sign of Rose this episode. It's Live, Laugh, and Lovey recap of The Shy. Hold on for the ride.
Wanna live love like it's foreign. Breath of fresh air in the morning. Birds chirping outside when we yawning. Oh baby, hey.
All right, ladies, welcome. Hello.
Hello.
All right. This episode, it was needed.
It was needed.
Let's just say that it was needed, and I appreciated the fact that they did not go outside of the house.
Niggas make planes.
Right. Getting on that one-liner. What is everyone's drink of choice today?
Well, no mocktail or anything for me today.
Okay.
Shout out to Lipton peach tea in the jug. It's so good.
Aaron, was that coffee that you have?
I drank all that in pre-show, so I'm just
you have
water now.
Okay, so I am the lonely drunk.
Yeah.
So my beverage of choice today is cucumber rosemary lemonade.
Okay.
With a little bit of Malibu rum.
Malibu rum.
All right. Who wants to begin?
So, I'm not going to go into details, but Iva, I just want to say, your wishful thinking came true. You got your whole episode that's centered around Keisha.
I'm screaming in my head, y'all, but y'all can see it.
So, Aaron, I know you got something to say. I know you can't wait.
I mean, no, I just enjoyed the episode. It really felt like a nice little salve to heal the wounds of everything, because we all been through this season, you know what I'm saying? So it gave us a little, and the soundtrack, once again, as always, was on point. Like even the song they played at the end, like I never watched the end. Like it goes off once I see the first name of the credit, I cut off. But I sat there and waited until it just said X. Like, oh, it's over. Okay. It was interesting, like how simple and complex this episode was, because it was really simple because it was focused in the house. You know, it's an apartment at that, so you didn't have a yard or this or that. But then you had so many different dynamics between people coming in and out, and Keisha going through her phases, Kevin. It was still a lot. But I definitely enjoyed it. It was definitely one of the best episodes this season.
I agree. I wanted to say something, and of course we'll get to it. I just want to interject and say, I personally am glad that we saw Ronnie in this episode. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm very glad, and I'm very glad about how he got there. I did not like how he was treated, but we'll go into that later on. That's just me.
Well, let me know when we get there, because I'm with you.
Yeah, yeah.
But
right, yeah. But I was glad that Ronnie was in it.
All you gotta say that are the most impactful words, but we'll get there.
Okay. Yeah, I have some points on that too.
Right.
But can we talk about how there was no Rose? I am so happy.
Oh, there was no who?
Rose.
Yes.
Candy.
Oh, girl, you gotta say her name, because I'm like, Rose. All that food they brought, that had no rolls. Oh, that's what I'm like. There was no rolls.
You know we fat. We get upset about food.
I'm hecka fat. When we finish this, I'm eating. When we finish, I'm like, rolls. Okay,
there was real acting through and through this episode. What was it called? Lunchtime? I don't know. What was it called?
It was called Crunch Room.
Crunch Room. Something wrong.
What?
Yes.
Come on, AA Ron. You're the one that's supposed to let us know what these mean. Because I was reading them. I was like, is this German? Do I have to ask AA Ron what this means? She's supposed to be the.
So, I mean, it's a play, obviously, off of Lunchroom. So, there was food. And then maybe the French was like friction lunchroom, maybe because of the different dynamics centered around the food. That's the best that I could, because I do that. I'm like, okay, let's figure out how this
Yeah.
title ties into the episode, and
We
that's
know.
what I came up with. So, ding,
Mm,
there's your
okay.
episode tie-in.
Hey, I don't know no difference, so I'll take what you say. So we gonna go with that.
But can we talk
America.
about how Papa was just like, I don't know, so I'm about to finish this food though.
Okay. Would it be wrong? Would it be rude if I took the food to go?
Yes.
Not even on a paper plate. He took plates.
Oh no, they were plates on. It was live plates on top of real
Yes.
plates on top of the
Yes.
She said live plates.
Okay. So in the beginning of this episode, Keisha was, going through, I guess post
PTSD.
symptoms. Yeah, that's basically right. She was going through PTSD. So that was all understandable. But I didn't like the way Nina was also kind of punishing Kevin. You see this in a lot of times if there's a kidnapping or something happens to one child, you put the other child on the back burner, and you can't do that. So I know she was trying to be helpful, but she was also, to me personally, being a little harmful. Dre did make a good suggestion, because Nina doesn't want to deal with having to know whether or not her daughter was raped.
Or
Or pregnant. I don't know. What?
no, she doesn't want to deal with her own
Yeah. Okay.
trauma.
Yeah. Right. So
she doesn't want to force her daughter.
Yes.
But that's something that would have been helpful to identify and go talk to her about. And I think Dre, for one, she was trying to do her best, but Dre was forcing normalcy maybe too early.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she had the right intentions, and that a lot of it was practical. I think it was practical. But so y'all help me understand. Keisha kept going to that bathroom, running that shower, but wasn't really taking a shower.
No, she was not.
Yeah.
Because I noted that. I was like, okay, let me just keep that. Because she been through some stuff. Let me not make it known that it's been 4-5 days. She done ran this water and ain't got in it. Not now.
And she must have. So maybe she did, and we didn't see because she would come out. But I'm with y'all, like, yeah, like how she. Well, that same little gown. I mean, what's that called? Her robe.
But she had on pants and stuff under her nightgown. But the time that she did take the bath, she came out and you could see that she didn't have those pants on anymore. So it was obviously.
Keisha had been a very sneaky child, and she's still being
a very sneaky girl.
I need Keisha to start being more truthful but one thing. I took it as if Keisha tried to fight this man because she had all these bruises on her. So you can see how he had manhandled her. And I'm just alluding that, maybe she tried to fight him back or stuff.
Or it could have been when he pushed her, pushed/hit her, and she fell back against the wall. She hit the wall pretty hard.
That's not one
I
time.
think he was torturing her, y'all. Them look like old school roots marks, like whelps. Like she was old school beat because
he was being very aggressive with her because all of
but those were not fingerprint marks. Like here, those were like little like she was like a slave, and then on the back, those were like little. Well, when I first looked at it, first thing I said was roots. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what came to my mind. I'm like, she getting like. Or 12 years a slave, she getting like beaten, like he was torturing her with something that we did not see, because those weren't like regular little like bruises or whelps or something. Those were like little tick marks, like all up here, and then on her back. That was he was doing some other stuff. That was yeah.
Well, I'm glad they confirmed that he really is dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And that she killed him. So that's what she having those issues with too. I mean, I'm glad she got the blessing. Sorry, y'all, but blessing to, have killed him or be okay with it. But like she was told, you had to do what you had to do, and you did. You had to do what you had to do. It was you or him.
Right.
At that,
Right.
I know, but what about Kevin? Hella bold up in the room.
Man,
he needed that.
Give a F right now.
He needed that, and Nina needed to hear that from him, because otherwise she still would have been living under that rock. Like, girl, you need to come up. I mean, I agree with you, Ja, that I'm not Nina, but Dre had the best intentions
Mhm.
with helping her, but she didn't necessarily go about it saying it the right way or moving in the right way with helping her heal. But she needs to come up from up under that rock, and she needs assistance with her own set of issues because she said something to well, no, when she and Dre were in the bedroom, and she was just like, basically saying, "Have you ever been in this type of situation before?" And Dre said, "No." Okay, and then that's when she kind of left it there. And I was like, "Okay, so it's clear. You're
Hmm.
suffering from something that you never got the help for." So I'm hoping that with them going to counseling, that she'll be receptive to it as well.
But that's ignorant to someone suggests that she go talk to somebody and you don't think that that's a good idea. That's pure ignorance to me. Uh,
Wait,
'Cause
explain
that's
that
not
again. I
helping.
don't get that.
Huh?
You said it's ignorant that she what?
That Nina didn't think it was a good idea for Keisha to go talk to someone.
Oh, okay.
Well, through her lens, yes, it doesn't. I'm sorry. Through her lens, it doesn't seem like it would be because of how she's dealt with it. She only
Mhm.
knows how to deal with
No,
it
but
based
she
on.
wants to also put in denial that her daughter had been raped. And see, we know
Hmm.
again, I think we talked about this before on another show. You know, um, at someone at Keisha's age, the parents are locked out. That she doesn't know that her daughter went to go take
Mhm.
an STD test. She's just hoping that that didn't happen, and she just doesn't want to deal with it. And I guess because you know she knows
It
she's
could
been violated before.
it could be how, and we don't know. I'm just speculating. It could be how Nina's parents or family handled her offenses, or
Mhm.
what happened to her, if they even know.
Mhm.
So it could be how they handle, and then this is a generational. Okay, well, we
Right.
just gonna let it
Yep.
and sweep it under the rug and everything. But then you have Dre, who is a school counselor, and knows that this is what we're supposed to do, and we
Mhm.
need to get help, and blah blah blah. And that's where you and Ja and AA want to talk about these nuggets. These are some nuggets. Go to counseling. Go to therapy.
Their whole
There's nothing
family
wrong
seems
with
to
it.
go. The whole
They do.
family go.
Can I just throw something in there real quick too? And it's still on the same subject, but not. I am Kevin's biggest fan. I was very happy that he kept it real. He was frustrated by what was going on with him, but he was the only one that treated Keisha regularly or normally. Does that make sense? Like, he didn't
Yeah.
eggshell around her. He tried to go see her, as we know, because he talked about it to Emmy, right? Well, I go in there, she just staring at the wall. She just this. So that let me know, okay, you've been in there. Because I'm like, is he just not talking to her at all? But he's been in there. He's seen it. But he's like, so just because she home, I can't be gone. And
Well,
Keisha was
I
Right.
like,
mean,
just because
she was
I'm
gone
back,
for 2 months, and he was living his best life, as far as I'm concerned.
major life. He got a girlfriend, almost did the doo doo and everything,
He was
smoking
in a
weed
black out
now.
outside and everything. Now he can't go
Exactly.
nowhere.
He right. So now he can't go anywhere, and that's what he said. So since she home now. Like, I was gone when she was gone, but I'm home now. So, or she's home now. I can't go nowhere and do nothing. You know where she is. This is what Keisha said. Well, since I'm home, that don't mean you got to keep him home. He like, see, listen to her. Let me go. No, I think it's best and da 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 da. He was like, nah, I'm
But what
trying to
he
be.
raised up, what he raised up and called out was like a week had went by, and if I wasn't always covering up from you, like I wouldn't have known that something was really
Was
wrong.
wrong. There you
And
go.
I went
Mhm.
to a trap house for you.
Mhm.
And she
Nina
like, why
didn't know
would you
that.
go
Did you
to a
see
trap
Nina's
house?
face?
Mhm.
And he
But she
basically,
always looked like that.
Yeah,
Right.
she
She had
did.
the rose. She had the candy.
but now it seems that now she want to burn all the clothes up and all this and that. But it's really not the clothes that did it. It was actions, but that had nothing to do with this man doing that. That what she was wearing was not. This man was
Irrelevant.
crazy
I
and
agree with her
all of
mom
this.
when she said that.
But I knew that she was going to be changed after this. But going out and want to dress like a little boy ain't fancy.
All
But
right.
the,
Okay.
the little left eye moment kind of got me though, because I'm like, when Nina is a mom, I
Hey,
understand.
hold on.
Wait,
I'm so mad.
you're not just gonna go past that.
Right. You
What?
tried to smooth skate by on that one.
What?
Really,
Left
the
eye?
left eye moment.
What? Because
First
she
of all,
had the thumbs up?
America.
Yeah, in
First
the
of all, America.
bathtub.
Lovey and Aaron are in the ATL. So if
Yes.
y'all should, before anybody should know what I'm talking about with the left eye moment.
But
No,
that's
it
what
was
we had
not
to
a
stop.
left eye moment.
It was
You
a left
just
eye
had
moment.
She
to.
put the
She
clothes
burnt
in the
stuff in the
bathtub.
bathtub.
I know, but that's a way to. Sometimes you write a letter to yourself and you burn it, and you
Oh,
that
okay.
was a way of
I'm not burning in no bathtub. I'm
transferring
going
dirt.
outside because I'm not trying to kill everybody in my apartmente
Right.
or my whole apartamente building. And the fact that you had the shower curtain
Shower curtain right
in
behind it.
and it was burning for that long and it didn't like burn
Well,
nothing,
firstly,
that was
I don't
TV
care what you
magic.
did through. You would be burning my goddamn bathtub, and
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. I
And
dig it
she
that
the
you
shower
used
needed
would
a
have been on.
purge moment
and
and
she
all of
used
this.
and she used rubbing alcohol.
Rubbing alcohol. I'm like, you got that. Well, it was the white, so
Because
let's just say as long as it was the
you
green,
got
because
to
that
use the
green is
bathtub
90%.
again.
But that white was like
What'd you
50.
say, Ja?
You got to use the bathtub again. You just
Oh
gonna burn it
yeah.
up. We live in an
Oh,
apartment
that's the
complex. You don't
first
even
thing
own
I
this.
thought about, Ja. I was like, so I'm about to get in the tub now, and I got like burn marks and stuff on my tub. That's the first thing I thought about. I said, Nina, I understand that you want to support your daughter. The left eye moment was not it. When she said no, let it burn. Okay, let it burn for maybe a couple more seconds. But now I'm about to turn this on because now I had to be responsible. That's the whole thing with Nina. You need to be responsible. You have to be a parent. She is not, what were y'all saying? She's not maternal. She's maternal.
No, she does not
Not
have a
par-
maternal bone in her
she's
body.
maternal to me. She's
She
not
does,
parental.
but
Yeah,
she
I think
walks
she's
around
maternal.
eggshells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all done put a lot to unpack. So hold on. Number one, because you started with Kevin and whatnot. How he gonna ask for Jake and Papa? Can they or ask if Jake and Papa can come over and then boom, they at the door.
Girl, that's a kid move.
Right, I was about to say that's a classic
Yeah,
teenage
That's a
move.
kid move. That's a kid.
Right.
That's like when you call from the homie's house, Mom, can I spend the night? And your
Right.
mama was like, no, come home. Oh man, okay, sorry. Yeah. Don't
Okay,
call me in
and then
nobody's house. But
with the left eye moment, as you call it, actually, that was like the first time that I really felt like Nina was being motherly. Like she was really supporting her.
mhm.
And, I get what you're saying about the tub and the security, whatever, but number one, it is in the tub. It's really not going to get worse because you are watching it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I mean, because whatever damage is done to the tub is done to the tub now. It ain't
True.
no better
True.
or worse.
There goes
It's
your
still fucked up.
deposit. Hmm.
And then when Keisha was like, if I hadn't been wearing them clothes, maybe this wouldn't have been happening. That line that Nina did the next moment, that was the very first time where I was like, okay, mama. Because like the whole time she just been Nina. So I was like, okay, come through at the end of the season
but
for
sleeping
your
outside the
child.
bedroom was sleeping on the couch to let her daughter know I'm right here outside to protect you was maternal to me.
That wasn't about her. That was not
That
about
wasn't. Yeah,
Keisha.
that wasn't
That
about
was
Keisha.
because her and Dre were having issues.
Exactly. That was about Dre. That wasn't about Keisha. The first night, it might have been about Keisha. After that, that was about Dre.
Yup. Yeah.
Well, at least Dre, I think Dre is being, I mean, understanding, and she hasn't bailed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's funny when Jada and Emmett came over and when Dre and Jada were talking. And so she was like, I've been wanting to get married my whole life. And I'm finally here. And none of my straight friends told me that this was work. Okay, so this kind of ties
And then
in.
she did the look.
Right. And then I was thinking this kind of ties into our conversation with Married at First Sight. How
Exactly.
people romanticize about the idea of marriage when they don't really think that it's work. It's not hard work because it's only as hard as you make it, but it's work. So I found that particular scene funny because I'm just like, Okay. All right, Dre. Go on somewhere and sit down. Because you think because you gay is easy, girl. Sit down somewhere.
But
That's
she,
what I was even saying. Because
but
I'm
this
like,
is
why would
only
she?
two. But this is 2 months into her wedding, which is supposed to be, she's supposed to be on cloud nine,
Like she said,
dealing with all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be the happiest times of our lives and was not. But I like how Jada came back and said, however, if y'all can get through this,
Hmm.
you can get through anything.
Right.
I thought Jada was actually about to be like, well, girl, you might want to just like, Teddy Pendergrass that joint and love TKO and let it go. But she didn't. She gave
I
some
felt
good.
Dre on saying, when are these going to become our kids?
Me too. I
You
felt
gotta
her, but I
share.
don't think
You
that
gotta
they're going
share.
to.
You gotta share that when you're in that dynamic. You can't be like at any given moment, oh, these are my kids.
I
You
know.
can't
It's
do
just,
But
I,
we're talking about Nina. Nina is
yeah,
still self. She's all about
yeah,
self. It's not a we yet. That partial
And
start of the W is there, but the rest of it ain't connected.
yeah.
And to
Like,
be honest, like I have not felt like Nina is holding up her end of their relationship between Dre. Now Dre
mm,
had made some missteps and some wrong decisions and things like that, but she is trying for the betterment of the whole. Like Nina's just there and accepting whatever Dre does. Like, oh, thank you for doing that, thank you for doing that. But I haven't really seen her like love back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it.
you know how you look at a couple like, oh yeah, they cute together. I see why they how they work or whatever. It definitely seems one sided.
I think Dre is very loyal, though. I will give her that. She's very loyal.
yeah, she loyal to them braids because I need her to change that hairstyle. I'm tired of them
Oh
braids.
So, Aaron, are you
Oh,
Team Dre now?
no.
Okay, I
I'm
would have.
just fair. I can be fair, but like
fair
no.
is fair, Billie Jean.
Yeah, but no. I'm not yet. I mean I she gained a couple of points in this episode, but yeah, no. I'm still waiting for her to mess up somehow. Like she
Yeah,
ain't got it together.
it'll probably change next week.
It'll
It,
come soon. What about
yeah,
when?
because I mean like when she invited old girl over to the house, Tiffany. Keisha's best friend
Keisha's
like
friend.
that. That was definitely too far. Like, why would you do that without talking to the mother?
Yeah,
Well,
Malaysia.
I
Well,
think
I understood only because, like she said, every time I ask you something, you say no. So I think she's kind of barging, but that goes into the thing, like Josh said, when are these becoming our kids? Because if this is my kid, then I can help to try to support my children however I see may be fit and beneficial.
hmm
I probably would have
But
told her 3 minutes till I knew she was coming. Hey, by the way, you can feel
right.
any kind of
So
way.
if we fighting about it,
But I
then
did bring Malaysia on here because I feel like she's in this room, she's isolating, and this is one somebody that she can talk to.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and she's probably just trying to create a little bit of normalcy for her as
Mhm.
well. So, I
she
mean,
was.
yeah, it wasn't the best decision, especially how it ended.
Right.
But
Well,
Well,
that's just because of their
Malaysia.
age. Right. I was about to say, you might know Malaysia, and that's just because of their age, too. Because,
Mhm.
like, Keisha had already been looking up and saw what she said. And, who finished her hair anyway? Anyway, so
Girl, I was so
right,
happy to see it
so
done,
she
though. I
said,
don't
me
care
too.
who
Because that
did.
little, I was like, that little wiglet y'all got
I
going on
told
is
you I did
Okay, can
not
we
want
get
to
rid of
see
this
that
color purple
another.
wig?
oh my
Like, you
goodness,
have
she
been
was
home
looking
long
worse.
enough.
you show is ugly.
Right. I was like, ooh, she was looking real.
I hate you.
But
Well,
I,
the people did her hair because her hair was braided up under that wig
Oh
like that.
yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So I am happy that she still feels comfortable enough to talk with Emmett.
oh, I was about to say, that was the
I was
best
loving that
thing.
moment.
And I knew, did anybody know that that was going to happen? I thought because he's not the new brand. He's the new Brandon for the show. However, he and Keisha have always had that connection brewing, before. But it's weird to me how she knew,
Weren't
well,
friends in the beginning. They were not. He was sneaking through that window and he was playing his games with her and all that.
yeah, but she knew it and she was smarter. She
Yeah.
was the only
Mhm.
smart one or the
Mhm.
smartest one to be like, I'm not about to do this with you. Because
Yeah.
remember, she cut it off.
Yeah, she
She was
did.
like, "No, I'm not about to do this with you." So she has some kind of something, and I like that they were able to talk. And when he went out to the door, I just wanted to lay eyes on you. I'll let you go. She was like, "No, you can stay." I knew then,
Mhm.
because. But I'm wondering, how does she know? Well, I heard that you were looking for me. I heard you were really worried about me. And he was like, I was. So who's telling her? Or is she seeing that? She couldn't have read that like she read about her friend Malaysia. But how is
She
she
could
knowing?
have. I mean, cause she was online. She got it from. She had to have gotten it from like a
How did she
blog
get
or
that he
Oh,
was
something.
she
looking
knew
for
he was.
her?
I'm sure she knew that he was wearing the T-shirts. He was part of the search. I mean, some things are probably
Just came in passing.
hidden. Yeah.
Yeah. I like how
Yeah.
they were. Yeah, I like them. And I like their friendship. And he needs it and missed it. And she needed it and
Mhm.
missed it, obviously. But I like that. And I like
Well, I
that it
wish
was
we could have
in
got
it.
an explanation of why he, got weak in the knees with Dom. I wish we could
Oh,
have,
that's next episode. Let me leave
because
Emmett.
he tried it. Because she's like, "Oh, we've been friends too long. I know when you're lying, nigga, or whatever to him." We needed an explanation, like, because he said things were going good with Tiffany, and she said, "No, they're not." So, what is it about Tiffany at this point that would make him do that? Like,
Nothing about Tiffany.
Yeah, that's not about her.
That's
That's
not
not
about
about
her at
Tiffany
all.
at
but
all.
when he said we're doing good, she said, "I know you're lying."
Yeah. Well, they
No,
were
because
lying
she just
only
know
because
he know.
she knew he
You know,
cheated.
Keisha knows him.
Hmm.
Keisha knew him to know that he was lying.
Just
But
like your
but
kids.
him
You
and
know when
Tiffany
your kids are
are doing
lying.
well.
They
No, they're
are.
not. They're not
No,
doing well if he cheating.
no, that's not true. Ron. They
Yeah,
are doing
they're
well.
doing well.
He is
Mhm.
that's him.
Yeah.
That's him. It doesn't matter. They are doing well. They're great. He didn't got her a what that he got her in with the cousin, got her into that dispensary, helping with her money, getting all this together. He's about to be cool with Dom. They taking over the Sunny thing, which we'll talk about that. Let's hopefully that's
Mhm.
going
About
anyway. I'm
that.
so mad about that. But anyway, all of that going on, they are fine. It's him. And I think that's what Keisha meant by, oh, we're fine. She was like, nah, what's wrong with you, nigga? Something
Yeah,
wrong
but
with
she
your
did
face.
say, "What did you do?"
Yes, she does know. Because what did she say? Because I'm glad we aren't together. Because if so, you
Thank
be
God
cheating
we
on me
not
with a bitch
together.
you work with.
Okay. But
Mhm.
and I was happy to see her coming back to our natural self with that super shade. Like, welcome back. But real quick, so when she was talking to what's her friend's name that came over? Y'all said her name. I
Malaysia?
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Okay. So when her and Malaysia was talking, or when Malaysia was telling her, y'all realize that all of the rumors that she was spitting was like all of the rumors that we've been seeing like online.
Right.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
like,
Cause
oh, okay.
she was probably the main one putting it out there.
And that's what she said.
Mhm.
No, I'm talking
That's
So
why
about
she
that
put her out.
we have been seeing
Yes.
about the show, and that's what
Omari
she was
was her
saying.
side piece and da
Yeah,
da
because
da
I saw
da.
all of those. People was that was everybody's speculation. I was like, oh, okay, y'all in these chat rooms too.
I think so. I think so.
Mhm.
hilarious. Okay, so Kevin,
Mhm.
I have one question. Don't you have to re-up on those vape pens?
You put the seed oil in it,
Or the
and
cartridge.
whatever that is, and yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, you have to do that. I
Cause they
mean,
have been toking on that for I don't know how long. I was like, that thing ain't ran out.
mhm.
I don't think it goes out as fast as like a blunt or something. So
It
Yeah.
doesn't.
it may be, I don't know. And then it may have been something they did in between scenes and just didn't show us because they didn't expect for people to be analyzing that part of it
Mhm.
Lovey.
on
Well,
a deep
speaking of
level.
Lovey.
analyzing, though, hey, um, I wonder, do people in China call it Chinese food?
They were
Right.
lit.
And then
They
Right.
were
Papa, did
lit.
Papa hit the vape pen
He
or was he
did.
just,
No.
oh,
No, he didn't.
Oh, it was
He
a
had no.
contact.
He had contact
How though? Cause
from a
I
because they
thought
were
Because
blowing it. They were blowing it. Remember at first they started blowing in his direction. He was like, "Don't do that to me."
Mhm.
And if he's a new booty, then he's gonna get even faster than anybody. And the door was closed, and the boys was in there in close
Yeah.
quarters. He got contact.
Yeah, the
I didn't hit
contact
that.
does come from. I mean, it come from it burning, but it also come. But the vape pen, you can still smell that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, because
What did they do as soon as it came on? He sprayed the spray.
But how about that ninja roll with the Febreze? Pa pa pa. I was like, you done did this before. You should have did it.
The vape pen, it's still an odor.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
still an odor.
absolutely.
It's
But
not
I thought that because clearly I'm not one that takes
Mhm.
part in these
Partakes.
recreational activities.
Yeah.
Yes, partakes. Okay,
I don't
whatever.
take it either because my lungs mean a lot to me.
Right, and whatever. You can call me a prude if you want to. Okay, whatever. But I thought that with the pen, it kind of eliminates the level of strength for the contact versus if you were in fact drinking, smoking a blunt.
Not
But
if somebody
they're
blowing it on
still
you.
they doing that.
Right.
So
They were blowing it on him at first,
Okay.
and he was right there.
and that's
Okay.
you know back in the day, that's how you would get people high too. You would blow it on them.
Oh yeah, I've been in many
Hard.
situations where
Oh,
Anyway,
don't.
edit.
no, ain't no
Next.
edit. It's the truth. It is so the truth. Funny story, real quick.
Whatever.
Me and my friend, we
No.
were driving to San Jose. This is when I was going to San Jose State. So we on the road, and we were at this intersection where the light had never been right. It was turned, so it kind of looked like it was your light, but you really had to be paying attention. But it was the other people's light, right? So one girl in the back, she rolling up, and then they start smoking, right? So because I'm driving, so I'm like getting the contact high, right? I look and I'm thinking that, hey, it's my light. Green, go. My light is red. So my friend was like, Lovey, it's a red light. I'm still going. Lovey, it's a red light. Still going. Bitch, it's a red light. So by the time when she said she called me a bitch, I woke up and I was like, and it was an 18-wheeler like coming towards cars. So I took off. I took off as fast as I could, and I was just like, oh nope, no more, nope, can't do that no more around me. I'm good. So now, so if I'm a prude, sure, I'll be that with healthy lungs.
Well, y'all know why I'm silent, and I don't smoke no weed, but I'm just saying, I'm feeling very offended and attacked
Don't be
right now. I
offended.
feel attacked.
Don't
My
be
lungs ain't
offended.
that
Don't be
healthy.
offended.
My
Because I
lungs are
partake.
not that
Puff, puff,
healthy.
give, pass, move it around.
Oh,
I'm a
nah.
Snoop Dogg fan. All of that shit. I'm not worried about y'all.
You
Anyway.
stupid. One liner from
Okay.
Keisha, when she was talking about, I don't want no mystery food.
Right.
Right.
Yes. Yes. She told up though. I knew you
hungry,
was
though. She was eating that food.
hungry. I knew you
Okay.
was
Make me want to
hungry.
go in there
I
and
was
get some
looking like,
mac and
damn, what
cheese.
is
Every
that?
time
Me
they
too.
talk
I
about
was like,
that
what
food,
was
I
it?
want some.
Right.
Me too.
Oh
I'm like, Dom, I need some. What the hell? He didn't bring her no cake though. Oh.
Right.
no, it was 2 pans, so maybe it was something in there at the bottom.
No, he didn't bring
All
her no
Yeah,
cake.
what you
Can
thinking?
we talk about him and Dom going to, I guess, rescue Sonny's business or whatever? But I had a friend.
Count 'em out.
They not
He
rescuing.
wasn't. Well, that's how they're seeming to make it.
No.
That's how they're appearing to make it seem like, well, he couldn't afford the place. But I had a friend who did that very same thing. She was working in this kitchen. They were splitting it. And she was working in this kitchen. And she went behind the person's back to the owner to want to take it over. And the owner read her rights and put her out that kitchen. You just don't do people like that.
Don't.
So it appears that maybe him and Sonny are not going to come back together.
Oh no, I just don't like that. And we have what, maybe 1 or 2 episodes left. I think it's 10
2.
for
2
2,
more
Yeah.
right?
episodes.
10. It's
And
10.
I like Emmett as a businessman, but this business move, I just don't believe on
This.
stepping on your brother's toes.
And not
Right.
even your brother, like your father in the game.
Well, I'm just saying sister, brother, you know, us as sisters. and
No,
brothers,
he
we have
brought
these-
him.
we
Yeah, but
have
he
these
brought him
issues in
in.
society that we don't know how to work with one another or be unified and stepping on your sister or brother's toes is just a no-no in my book.
So this is going to, I guess these next two episodes may solidify Lala's position in this in the series, and then I think we're gonna see Sonny phase out. And I mean phase out like he
Yeah.
might get some more health issues, and that's how it's gonna happen. I wish that we could see where they would reconcile, because I believe that Emmett needs Sonny in his life, that guidance. And I think that they need to end on a good note. I don't like that. I don't like that. I just don't like that. I do see that they making money though, because like he was telling Keisha, oh, we doing this, and how you doing that? Oh, from the little money we been doing from the barbecue business. And
Well, they
she's
made
like,
a
oh,
lot of
y'all
money.
popping like that. Oh, I know they make it right. And if you making that from that to that, those little hours, yeah, they are about to clean up. I just wish they could incorporate Sunny.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess okay. Look, listen. This is the show. They are good for writing people off and not telling us a backstory. So at least we got an end story to Grandma. We got an end story to Sonny. So thank you, because we been on came to season 4 and be like, what happened to so and so? What happened? What happened?
Yeah,
Like,
we still
okay,
don't
so
know what
thank
happened to
you.
Brandon.
It's see what I'm saying. So
We only
small
can allude to
miracles.
what happened
Let's
to
be
him.
grateful they giving us a story. But I do believe that they are gonna one way or the other. Either if they just write him off, he dies, or what I'm saying, they are heading towards wrapping him up. So
Hmm.
so he's no longer on the show. But
Okay. I
Hey, Ron, are they wrapping up Ronnie?
I was just
I
about to
was
go into him
debating.
too.
I was debating on that because it really seemed like that was a goodbye thing. And before we actually get into the
No, but
part of
wasn't
it,
because she said, now I can't leave Chicago.
I was mad at her about that, because baby, you should be gone further now. Why are you trapped by this city that is eating you and swallowing you
She's
up
just
and never
having
trying to spit
she
you out?
that's just a childish, not to say it's a childish thought. It's just because of what she's going through at this time.
But why, that would be the
I think
first thing
that
I'd
maybe
rather
people be
leave.
able to move on. But they gave her scholarship away. Now how dare they?
Well, I
yeah,
mean, at this point,
Yeah,
you in like November, December because it's snow outside, so they
yeah.
can't hold on to it.
They can't. 2 months. It's been 2 months.
Why
Just
can't
like
they
they?
can't.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. So she was
the
already
school.
graduated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So the school gave it away. They gave it to somebody else, probably whomever was next in line. And Kevin,
Yeah.
so when y'all gonna let her know that y'all packed our room up?
Shade.
Oh,
But on the Ronnie thing though,
yeah.
when she made that comment, now I can never leave, it sounded like he felt that way too. But I'm glad he said, just don't get into alcohol or whatever.
The
So
brown
they still
liquor.
always try to put all these PG moments
Don't
there.
get into the
But
brown liquor.
but it sounded like he was feeling like I'm trapped here too though.
But
I, Go
Not
ahead.
anymore, because like he said, I want to thank you. And she was like, why? Because you gave my life meaning. So that's what made me think like, okay, because I'm thinking like now it gave his life meaning. But now that she is found and Granny is passed, does he have any meaning anymore?
Can we go back to what was those two words that you just said that Keisha said to him?
Thank you.
Nina and Dre, where was your damn
Oh,
thank you? I am really
That
I can't
that
with
I
that.
pissed
didn't
me
like how
off.
she answered the door
I don't like how she
first
answered the
and
door. I don't
foremost.
like how Nina closed the door. I don't like how
how
Kevin.
they was sitting there, right there up on them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else could go in the room with Keisha, but
Well,
you want to act all leery of Ronnie?
I thought about that too, because I was like, well, why is he outside? And I was like, well, maybe because it's a man,
And they
an
had to
older
listen to the
man, right?
whole
An older man with a
conversation.
younger woman. You might not want to have that perception. I get that part. But I was just saying the same thing too. Like, so they can't have no private conversation. Everybody's just sitting there, outside. But
Because
yeah,
in
I
this
didn't.
somebody that was coming through the window fucking her,
Oh,
he can go in the room and sit up in the room and just parlay.
But
Nina didn't
that's
know.
because,
Nina didn't know.
but
Nina
they're
didn't know.
the same age, and it's a
Who?
different. I mean, not the same age, but they're in the same age bubble. She and
Who's in the
Emmett.
same age?
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh, oh,
oh,
oh.
Yeah, so
okay.
that's different. They're friends. I mean, but it's
But
different when you got a
Keisha
grown
called
ass
Ronnie
man.
over there,
Yeah.
and it's Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying any old man should be able to come over there and see her. But it's Rodney. He
Mm-hmm.
saved her. And you know what I'm
He
saying? He's
did.
not gonna come over there and
He
and
did.
hurt her in her house.
Mm-hmm.
Even if that was a concern. You know what I'm
Even if
saying?
he was coming by himself, period. Even if he came on his own, period. Because he could see the same animosity that they had, like we could, when he opened the door. Because when she looked through the peephole, she was like this,
Yeah, she
and
did, girl.
opened the door, and he was looking, and she looking like, yes,
Right.
Keisha called me over.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Shut all that down.
Yes, but still, I'm with you. Hey, Aaron, they shouldn't have even looked like that in the beginning. You
Yeah.
know, all of that mess that you had, Dre, first of all, you should have been the first one standing up with an apology, a round of applause, giving him some flowers, buying him a fifth of brown liquor. Because
Okay.
what you did and said to him in your, you know,
Hmm.
times of stress, and he was still the one that found your child,
No,
not
because he
even
didn't just
you.
stop there. I mean, he came to her a couple of times, letting her know I'm trying to find her. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, no
He
thank
still,
you.
overall, he just, um, he deserved a lot more hero's welcome.
This is what I don't like about y'all cousins.
But I mean, but I wholeheartedly agree. Not only do they owe him a thank you and some courtesy, they also owe him an apology. Maybe not
Mhm.
Nina because she didn't really get into it, Ronnie, but Dre, damn sure owe him an
Definitely.
apology because she
Definitely.
was real reckless. Oh, if you had something to do with this, yeah. And the
Right.
whole time he's sitting here trying to find her harder than you because you didn't find her.
And found the phone first of all for you. Did that, was at odds with his own little homeless tent community
Right.
because he snatched the phone from the homeboy and didn't give it to, and gave it to her and all that. So he could have been out on his ass not having a place to stay because he trying to help you. I just didn't I was very upset. It kind of like hurt my feelings, and I was getting a little emotional on that because we get to know these characters and grow. And I was very, I guess I like to think I'm better than that because I would have been better than that because my first thing was, I mean, I'm not fake or anything like that, but I probably would have given like the dude a hug, or when I opened the door and looked, I probably would like, what you doing here? How you doing? Well, Keisha, how you doing? Bruh.
But Ronnie didn't just find one girl. He found two girls. Okay, he
Right.
found he helped find two
Remember
girls.
the dead girl,
Yeah,
Iva.
He did.
Hmm.
He did.
And then
Very good, y'all.
they
Very
didn't
good.
offer him any food or anything. They didn't
I
even
was gonna
ask
say, y'all didn't give him a
to
plate.
you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Nina didn't know Ronnie's situation because she didn't have as much direct interaction, but Dre did. Dre
hmm
knew that man was homeless.
I don't care if he was homeless or not. We got all that food. We ain't eating all of that.
Mm-mm.
Give him some. You need
But
some
wait a
who up?
minute. But Jada was gone when Ronnie got there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Yes.
maybe,
Yes.
well, one of my friends, this is an interesting comment because one of my friends, I told, she was saying, could I recommend for something for her to watch? I said, you should watch a Shy. So she's watched in the past week and a half, Shy from the beginning up to the current part.
Hmm.
And she had comments. She said that Jada got on her nerves. And because she said Jada was so vulnerable. And she said, what kind of woman is so desperate that she would date a homeless murderer?
Oh,
Dang.
the shade of it
Wow.
all.
That is, yeah.
Ronnie
I
may
don't,
redeem himself. Maybe Jada needs to go back and revisit with Ronnie when Ronnie gets himself fully together.
I thought about that because I don't know. I hope we don't see Tomas no more. I thought about that.
Tomas is good for Jada because he keeps it real with her, and
Uh,
she needs
well,
that.
well, she just needs to get it real and then be with somebody else. Cause I really liked her with Ronnie. I just did. That was me. Maybe I liked Ronnie better with her, or her better for Ronnie. But I liked Ronnie and Jada, and I liked that idea. So when it was cut so abruptly, I felt a little way. I understood it, especially with the writing and how it was going. Because had he still been with Jada, I don't think that he would have had those certain epiphanies. He wouldn't have had that time to be able to hang with grandma and become her hero again. And I don't think that he would have been looking for Keisha because he'd
Keisha,
have been worried about what's going on with Jada and
Jada.
everything. Like we haven't seen Tracy or anything either in a
Mm-mm.
while. You know, I don't know.
So my favorite part of this episode was when they were in the room and they was getting high, and then Papa said, "Am I the only person or something to the effect that doesn't, you know, have any relationships with white people?" And then Jake said, "All they do is want to go hiking and like animals." And he said something else, and I was
What
like,
is
"Yeah,
it? Eat oatmeal or something
Eat
like
and
that?
eat
oatmeal and hike,
oatmeal,
Yeah,
and eat oatmeal." And I was
eat
like,
oatmeal, go hiking.
"It's about right."
especially in California.
Yeah,
Listen.
Meal because I've been an admin, and every time we have like an offsite meeting or there's catering involved and it's breakfast, you got to give them oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Ooh.
I cannot. But real quick before we leave that Ronnie situation, so did y'all notice that like for the first time this season, Ronnie held his head up, and when
Ooh.
at the end of it, yeah, that was the first time that he was ever walking erect, because the whole time he kind of got that, I hate to say it, but the like homeless shuffle. Where he kind of always got his head
Ah,
down. He not always proud. Even when he talked to his grandma, he's like, "Grandma," he kind of, but when he got up from that table, he walked away like he put back on that uniform again.
very
And I really
good,
noticed
A.
it.
Ron. That was good.
So, what are your all's predictions?
Is Keisha gonna be pregnant? The drama
No.
can't end just here.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that'd be too much. But if she is pregnant, that's definitely gonna keep her there. And not only is she, I mean, I think she would be a better mother than her mother. But they don't need to be bringing
Ooh.
that home into that environment. Yeah, I mean not that. I don't mean to say that because that's a baby, but they don't need to be bringing a baby into two broken situations, because Keisha's broken as a result of what she's gone through, and clearly her mother has not healed at all. So that
I want to see
it,
where Trig and Perry. There's gonna
mm-hmm.
be some static. It's coming.
The primary should be within these next two episodes, right?
I
So
mean
we
it
should
gotta be.
see, right, because and that'll also, if no depending upon who wins, we should see it's gonna be some people for next season. We've been missing Imani for the past couple of episodes.
You bring her up every
Yeah, I was about to
recap.
say that's not a we. That is definitely you. I mean,
I
I'm
said
not
we have
bothered,
been
but
missing Imani for the past couple of episodes. That's what I just said.
yes,
Yeah, she's
that's
been
okay.
MIA for the last three. It's been like three
Mm-hmm.
episodes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she been gone
Because we
because
had
we
one
saw,
episode with Trig and not her,
right.
and
Mhm.
then we had the last couple without either one.
Hmm.
Um, what? So it is going to be interesting to see what happens with Ronnie, what direction they go with him, because that really did feel like a closure scene, like a complete closure
Yeah,
scene, like
it
fade
did.
out. So, I am gonna be disappointed if that is the case, but at the same time, I get it. But I don't know. We could find something healthier for Ronnie to do. Before we get into the end of it, did we talk about Jada and Keisha's conversation?
No,
Oh yeah, when she talked about
I
she got
when she
into
talked
social
about
media.
her experiences and that she's gone through, I think that was a healthy conversation as well. Good catch,
Hmm.
Bull.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
was
that
I
was a
was
very good
surprised
conversation
about
as well.
that. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I just thought she was just gonna be Jada, go in there and see if she's okay and impart some words of wisdom. So even when she told Emmett that I need to talk to Keisha, I thought that was just that womanly, auntie, motherly thing. Like, you need to get your life together, blah blah. Stop
I
acting
knew
like
she
there was
was going in
something.
counselor mode. I knew she was going
I
in there on counselor mode.
No, but Dre and Nina asked her specifically, have you dealt with this type of thing? And she didn't divulge that. She only went there and told Keisha, but she tried to also tell Keisha, like, at least you have closure. This man is dead and gone. I was have to relive this at holidays because
Oh,
this
that was so sad.
family member.
That
Mhm.
was so sad. I think when she said that she hadn't dealt with that part because of what she said after that, she said she was thinking maybe the abduction and that part personally, because she said, I've dealt with people being taken or people in abusive relationships and, thinking that this is great for them or that's what's best for them. I thought she was talking about that part. Like, have you dealt with someone who's been abducted and such like that? And I don't think she had. And then when she went in there, like y'all said, and divulged that she's had personal, that made me sad too. And she said, I had to relive this every
Because it was a family member.
holiday. Oh yeah, that was
Mhm.
crazy to me.
But she went in there and she went in there and she spoke on that. But Keisha still has never told anybody that she had been sexually violated.
She
But
hasn't.
the signs are there, and that's what she was. You see Nina looking like she was having an aha moment when she was talking about those signs, because Nina is in denial about the.
She
Again.
is.
Yeah.
She is. Oh my goodness. This was a good episode to me. It just
Mhm.
had different things going on.
And I'm
I
sure
mean,
it touched a lot of lives and people who have had those experiences, those tragic
Mhm.
experiences. You know,
yeah, because you see how that child, as soon as she got into the sanctity of her room, she closed the windows, she turned the lights off, she put the chair under the door, and she sat on the floor with some scissors for like protection and sat there
Mhm.
for, I guess, as I said, time elapsed for 3 days and hadn't been out there, washed her tail, eaten any food or anything.
but also Jada, it was also powerful when Jada did the call out about how there are some women who think that people who have those type of actions toward them, they feel that means that person loves them.
Yes, yeah, when she
Mhm.
said
Mhm.
that
So
about that
Nugget.
they try to
person.
touch a whole bunch of people to let them know this ain't love, boo. This not love. You know.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hashtag marriage boot camp.
Okay, but it was definitely an impactful, emotional episode. It definitely encompassed more of like what initially brought me to the shy. Like this is what I came for. That's what I signed up for. So I don't know what they expect in the future. I mean I'm getting emotional because we only got 2 more episodes.
I know.
For
This is
me, it was
quick.
like watching like a black Lifetime movie though, because Lifetime
Cut it out.
touches all those things. I mean,
Niggas make planes?
Right.
I'm
Can't
sorry.
with Jake.
I
I
had to say
cannot
that
with
because
Jake.
that was hilarious to me because he was so niggas make planes? Okay.
Okay,
All
and
right.
then Kev talk about, oh, look, I was just talking hypothetically. Don't walk up in here with no AK-47.
Like the man is dead anyway.
What about when
Right.
right, what about when Emmett opened the door and was backwards was like, hey,
If
little
you
bruh,
doing
what
anything.
you doing? Is there anything going on that is gonna embarrass you and I? Because last time was not a good look for both of us. So and then we opened the door. He had a Brandon moment and was, well, actually had a Brandon moment in the beginning because he asked, "Is Kevin here? Where he at? Let me holler at him." And opened the door and then talked to the little kids and was like, because they were the little kids, and was like, "Hey, I told you this does
Use
not work. I
use
told you to wear
cologne.
cologne." Yeah.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
but I think to me, my favorite person in this whole episode, well, my first favorite, sorry, was Kevin. My second favorite was Emmett.
Mhm.
Kevin is going through some growing pains, y'all. And he's growing up at the same time that his sister is dealing with something, but he's also going through with his mom. And he's acting out, and he's at that time because, I don't know how many times y'all might not have even have known me if I'd have used all those words in front of my mama.
Okay.
Yeah, because my mom would have killed me dead.
Oh, well, I am that mama. Okay.
Okay, but again, we're talking about Nina.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, like I just
Exactly.
said, I mean, I understand
I just didn't like the
frustration.
way she was treating him, though. I wasn't
I
a
didn't
Mm-mm.
either. I didn't either. She
Mm-mm.
was trying to she's trying to keep him close and all that because you're trying to overcompensate for the other one, but you might want to kind of loosen up the reins a little bit, moms. And I don't know. I kind of got a glimpse of the old relationship between Keisha and Kevin when he was like, "I'm trying to go," and Keisha was like, "Just because I'm back home, don't mean he gotta stay." That kind of got me back into their old relationship. You know how they ride with each other. And then when he told her, it was like, I'm tired of covering up for you. If you wouldn't have done this, and I wouldn't have, if I wouldn't have done this, you wouldn't have done this. You might not have got taken. So he also expressed that he had a little guilt over the situation,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he
and
also
then
called out you as being grown. If you
you
wasn't,
was
what
trying to
he
be
said, the
grown.
part that was right, if you wasn't out there being grown, because she had no business being out on the street at that time.
You sure right. You sure right.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm about to go make me a pot of macaroni and cheese.
Okay,
Ugh.
let me come on with grammar police. You gonna make me?
Yes, I'm
No,
about to go make me a pan or a pot of macaroni and cheese.
I'm going to
Yes,
make
I
a
said
pot
it.
of macaroni and
Now I'm about to go make me. Okay.
cheese.
Okay. I said what I said. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you checking in with us, lending us your ears and your eyes, and definitely lend your conversation. Join the discussion. How did you feel about this week's episode? Did you agree with the way Nina and Dre carried out things in the house? Were you happy that Ronnie showed up? Did you enjoy the conversation with Emmett? Let us know. Leave your comments. Definitely like, follow, share everything. Live, laugh, and lovey. We'll see you on the next end of the episode. Oh, we only got 2 more episodes left, y'all. What we gonna do? Oh, I'm
Right.
so
I
sad.
was very sad. She already left.
I know she already left. She's brokenhearted. All right. Talk to you later, ladies.
See ya.
Bye.